Jael was a woman of strength and courage. She lived during a turbulent time in Israel's history, a period marked by conflict and oppression. The Israelites were under the harsh rule of the Canaanite king Jael, whose military commander Sisera was infamous for his cruelty and might. The people of Israel were in desperate need of deliverance, and it was in this context that Jael's story unfolds. Jael's tale is one of unexpected heroism, a narrative that stands out in the annals of history for its dramatic and courageous elements. The Book of Judges, an ancient text that chronicles the struggles and triumphs of the Israelites, provides the backdrop for her story. It is within these pages that we learn about the extraordinary actions of this seemingly ordinary woman. The Israelites faced severe oppression under the Canaanite king Jael. His commander, Sisera, led a formidable army equipped with iron chariots, a symbol of their military superiority. The Israelites, on the other hand, were largely defenseless and lived in constant fear of their oppressors. It was a time of great suffering and uncertainty for the people of Israel. Jael's story is detailed in the Book of Judges, a significant text in the Hebrew Bible. This book not only recounts the history of the Israelites but also highlights the roles of various leaders and heroes who rose to defend their people. Jael's actions are particularly noteworthy because they defy the expectations of her time and place. It is a story of bravery and unexpected heroism. Jael was not a warrior by training, nor was she a leader by position. Yet, her courage and quick thinking would lead to a pivotal moment in Israel's history. Her actions would demonstrate that heroism can come from the most unexpected places and people. We don't know much about Jael's background. The Bible provides only a few details about her life before the events that made her famous. She was the wife of Heber the Kenite, a member of a nomadic tribe that lived in the region. The Kenites were known for their skills in metalworking and their semi-nomadic lifestyle. The Bible tells us she was the wife of Heber the Kenite. The Kenites had a complex relationship with the Israelites, sometimes living in peace with them, and at other times maintaining a neutral stance. This background adds an intriguing layer to Jael's story, as her actions would have significant implications for her people. Her people, the Kenites, were nomadic. They lived in tents and often migrated from place to place, following the resources they needed to survive. This lifestyle required resilience and adaptability, qualities that Jael would later demonstrate in her moment of heroism. They lived in tents and often migrated. This nomadic existence meant that they were always on the move, setting up and breaking down their homes as they traveled. It was a hard life, but it also fostered a strong sense of community and mutual support among the Kenites. Despite her simple life, Jael would rise to the occasion. When the opportunity came to make a difference, she did not hesitate. Her actions would not only change the course of a battle, but also alter the fate of her people. Jael's story is a powerful reminder that even those who seem ordinary can achieve extraordinary things. She would play a pivotal role in Israel's liberation. Her bravery and decisive action would lead to a significant victory for the Israelites, freeing them from the oppression of their enemies. Jael's legacy is one of courage, resourcefulness, and the profound impact one person can have on the course of history. The Israelites faced a formidable enemy in the Canaanites. Jael, the Canaanite king, ruled with an iron fist. His army, led by the ruthless Sisera, terrorized the Israelites. They oppressed the Israelites for 20 long years. The Israelites cried out to God for deliverance. They longed for freedom from their oppressors. They yearned for peace in their land. Deborah, a prophetess and judge, rose to leadership in this time of crisis. She was known for her wisdom and courage. God spoke to Deborah, calling her to deliver Israel. Deborah summoned Barak, a brave Israelite warrior. She instructed him to assemble an army and confront Sisera. Deborah prophesied that God would deliver Sisera into the hands of a woman. Little did they know that this woman would be Jael. Barak and his army engaged Sisera's forces in a fierce battle. The tide turned in Israel's favor. God threw Sisera's army into confusion. A fierce storm arose, scattering the Canaanite forces. Sisera, fearing for his life, fled the battlefield on foot. He stumbled upon the encampment of Heber the Kenite. He sought refuge in Jael's tent, unaware of the destiny that awaited him. Jael saw an opportunity to aid Israel and fulfill Deborah's prophecy. The land was in turmoil, and the Israelites were oppressed by the Canaanite king Jael. His commander, Sisera, was a formidable foe, feared by many. Deborah, the prophetess and judge of Israel, had foretold that a woman would be the one to bring Sisera down. Jael, a Canaanite woman, found herself at the center of this prophecy. She knew the significance of her actions and the impact they would have on her people. She welcomed Sisera into her tent, offering him hospitality. The Canaanites were at peace with King Jabin, so Sisera felt safe accepting her invitation. Jael's demeanor was calm and reassuring, masking her true intentions. She knew that gaining Sisera's trust was crucial for her plan to succeed. As he entered the tent, she offered him a place to rest, knowing that he was weary from the battle. She gave him milk to quench his thirst and covered him with a blanket. The milk was a gesture of kindness, but it also had a calming effect, helping to lull Sisera into a deeper state of relaxation. Jael's actions were deliberate and calculated. She needed Sisera to feel completely at ease, to let his guard down entirely. The blanket she used to cover him was not just for warmth, but also to make him feel secure and protected. Exhausted from the battle and reassured by Jael's kindness, Sisera fell into a deep sleep. His trust in her was complete, and he had no reason to suspect that she harbored any ill intentions. As he slept, Jael's mind raced with the gravity of what she was about to do. She knew that this was her moment, the fulfillment of Deborah's prophecy, and the chance to deliver a significant blow to the enemy of her people. It was then that Jael took a tent peg and a hammer in her hand. These were common tools, familiar to her from daily life, but now they were instruments of destiny. Her heart pounded as she approached the sleeping Sisera, every step bringing her closer to the decisive moment. The weight of her actions pressed heavily upon her, but she knew there was no turning back. With a swift and decisive blow, she drove the peg through Sisera's temple, pinning him to the ground. The act was both brutal and necessary, a single moment that changed the course of history. Jael's courage and resolve were unmatched, and her actions brought an end to Sisera's tyranny. The prophecy was fulfilled, and Israel was delivered from its oppressor. Jael's daring act would be remembered for generations, a testament to the power of bravery and the impact of a single courageous decision. Section 6. A Song of Triumph. Deborah celebrates Jael's victory. Deborah and Barak, in a song of victory known as the Song of Deborah, celebrated Jael's courageous act. They praised her as the most blessed of women. They extolled her bravery in striking down the mighty Sisera. The Song of Deborah stands as a testament to Jael's heroism. It serves as a powerful reminder that God can use anyone, regardless of their background, to achieve his purposes. Section 7. The Significance of Jael, a Woman of Valor. Jael's story holds immense significance. In a male-dominated society, Jael's courage stood out. She defied expectations and took action when others hesitated. Her story reminds us that God can use anyone, man or woman, young or old, to accomplish his will. Jael's act of bravery had a profound impact. It liberated the Israelites from oppression. Section 8. Lessons from a Tent, Courage and Conviction. In the annals of history there are countless stories of bravery and determination, but few are as compelling as the tale of Jael. Set against the backdrop of an ancient Middle Eastern tent, her story is one of courage, conviction and divine purpose. Jael's story offers valuable lessons for us today. Imagine a time when the stakes were incredibly high, and every decision could mean the difference between life and death. In such a setting, Jael emerged as a beacon of hope and strength. Her actions were not just about survival, they were about standing up for what was right, even when it was difficult. She teaches us about courage in the face of adversity. When faced with overwhelming odds, Jael did not falter. Instead, she confronted the danger head-on, showing us that true courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to act despite it. Her bravery is a timeless reminder that we too can face our challenges with the same resolve. She exemplifies the importance of seizing opportunities to do what is right. In moments of crisis, Jael recognized the opportunity to make a difference. Her decisive actions were not just spur-of-the-moment decisions. They were the result of a deep-seated belief in doing what was right. This teaches us the value of being prepared and ready to act when the moment calls for it. Jael's story reminds us that even in the darkest times, God is at work, and he can use ordinary people to accomplish extraordinary things. Her tale is a testament to the idea that no matter how insignificant we may feel, we all have the potential to be instruments of change. The light breaking through the clouds symbolizes hope and divine intervention, reminding us that we are never truly alone. We can draw inspiration from her willingness to act decisively and trust in God's plan. Jael's unwavering faith and determination are qualities that we can all aspire to. By trusting in a higher power and believing in our own abilities, we can navigate the challenges of life with confidence and purpose. Her story is a powerful reminder that with courage and conviction, we can overcome any obstacle. Section 9. Jael's Enduring Legacy, Inspiration for Today. Jael's story continues to resonate with people centuries later. Her bravery inspires us to act with courage and conviction. Her story reminds us that God can use anyone to fulfill His purposes. Jael's legacy is one of courage, faith, and the unwavering pursuit of justice. Her story serves as a timeless reminder that even the most ordinary individuals can make a difference in the world.